How you guys doing today? It's your boy Rich, and I'm back with some market analysis on cannabis stocks, which you know I love following the cannabis stocks, but we're in a bear market, people. We're in a bear market, and they are just getting clobbered. Take a look at Aurora Cannabis, down 5.6%. Take a look at Gene. Gene Simmons has $10 million in this company. Your boy Rich has money in this company. It's going down 2.5%. Don't like that, but I like the company. I own it. On the CNSX, ATT, Abatis Bioceuticals, another company we were watching closely, had a massive bounce last week. Back to 20 cents right now. In the HMMJ ETF, apparently, and at 20 cents seems to be the lowest priced cannabis stock in the ETF. Could it be a winner? Do you think it has the potential to be a big winner? ATT. How about the HMMJ ETF? I'm going to analyze these stocks, and what I see is not good. How about Abcan? Another one that I own, I love, I adore, but not today, down 6%. I will be looking at all these stocks and looking at their indicators, but I am afraid of what I'm going to see. I am. Canopy Growth Corp, now down to $26. We remember it at $44. We also remember it last year at this time around $6. What do you think? Are we going back down to 6? Is it going to go back to 44? What do you think? I will show you what the indicators are telling me. I only show you what the indicators are saying. And based on these indicators on the HMMJ ETF, I see straight lines down, 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 and down. Not good. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if you guys are seeing anything different with your indicators, with your tools. There's nothing to be excited about right now. There's no reason to thump and jump. The market is down. You can see the market has been down since February. There was a little pump here in March, but not much. And since April, it's just been down. Like, we had some up here. We had some jumps. But look at this now. This is not good. Look at the arrows. Look at all the lines. They're pointing down. See the red? This is the MACD. These are the MACD, the stochastics, all the indicators that I use to look at stocks. They're all right down. Everything is pointing down. See the red? That's bloodshed. That's down. Down. Yeah. That's what they're doing to us to begin the year. You see this? This is what they're doing to us to begin the year. And the people I'm saying that are doing to this are the market makers. The market makers make the markets. So will they take it higher? Long term? Oh yeah, they're going to take it long term. But short term, we are in a bloodbath of epic proportions. Everything is pointing down. All the indicators are pointing down. Here, we have one indicator pointing up, which is good. But then we have all these other indicators pointing down. So there is downward pressure in the market. If we look at CBW, cannabis wheaten, they're actually pointed straight. That is actually a good sign for cannabis wheaten. But they are currently down 4.49%. So everything is in the red, as you can see here in the cannabis sector today. Now, if we go and switch over to cryptos, and this is actually a crypto stock. This is GBTC, Bitcoin Investment Trust. GBTC is their symbol. They are currently trading at $10.73, and you can see the indicators are slightly pointing down. So I believe this doesn't have a lot of strength right now. This doesn't have any pressure. Upward pressure, even though it's up 1%, it doesn't look like it's really up aggressively. Let's see here. BTC USD. Let's try to find that. There it is. So I've been telling you guys that I've been drawing these lines and I've been building these indicators. And you can see I have a whole year chart. And you can see that Bitcoin is up since the beginning of the last year, from almost to the day exactly. It was at around 1,000 at this time last year. It's at 6,700. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to draw lines to give you guys perspective about where we truly are over the long haul and how we're still up over 670% right now from last year. So yes, we've had our high highs, which is around 20,000, but now we are seeing lower lows. And we could go all the way back down to 1,000 based on this chart. I don't think we will. When I was looking at the indicators on the weekend, they were all pointing down. Now, what's happening here with these indicators? They're starting to kind of turn. They're starting to kind of turn. So hopefully what we will see at some point here is that we will find a bottom. And what I've been predicting with these lines I've been drawing is that the bottom is somewhere around like 5,800 right now, based on the lines that I've been drawing. Could it go lower than that? Yeah, obviously it could go lower than that. It can go anywhere it wants. But the market makers are the ones that determine the market. The market makers are the ones that are going to let us know where the market's going to go based on where they think it should go. And there's a lot of different things that can determine that. It could be outside buying pressure, institutions that are buying. It could be whales that are buying. It could be market sentiment. It could be retail investors. It could be a combination of all of that, either betting it's going to go up or betting it's going to go down. What we've seen here is every time it's gone down to these levels, these lower levels, around like 6,800 and 6,700, what we've seen here based on history, in February we saw it get as low as 6,700 and then it bounced back up. It went up to 11,000. Then it came back down to 10,000. Then it bounced back up to, just under, it went to 12,000. Then it came back down to 8,000. Then it came back up to just under 10,000. Then we've seen it come back down to like around 7,000, come back up to 8,000, and it's been playing around these levels here. If we see these indicators turn around, my opinion is that what's going to happen is that we will see it come back up. Now, I don't know if that will be a sustained bounce, but if these indicators start to turn up, this will be a good sign that we will see Bitcoin come back up. But it might just go back up to 7,000, up a little bit. But it looks to me like the indicators are starting to turn. If you watch all the indicators, you can see they're kind of turning. The red indicator here, the green indicator is down. The red is still kind of pointing down, but usually after this kind of a down, you'll see a turn. So you can almost predict that at some point here they might turn. You see the green, it's down, but it's kind of turning straight. The blue, it's up and then it's kind of down. But my indicators just are kind of telling me that there's a chance that it could be turning. Whereas yesterday when I was looking at it, and the day before, it was just straight pointing down. So I knew that this down trend was going to happen, but it looks to me like it could be short-lived and these indicators could start to turn up here. Hopefully, right, for Bitcoin. We don't want it to continuously go down. But like I said, we are in a bear market for cryptocurrencies and for cannabis stocks right now. And as you can see, as a whole, we have a lot of red. And here it is a Monday, and mostly everything is in the red. You can see NEO's in the green. Let's look at the indicators on NEO. So we do have some indicators pointing up right now. We have some lines that are crossing. So typically when lines are crossing, you're going to either see an explosion up or an explosion down. That's what those indicators mean. You can see here on the MACD and the stochastics, the lines have been crossing a little bit. So NEO has been doing pretty well today, but it's not up a lot. It's only up 3%. The one that I've really been interested in is Verge. Verge is up 7%, and it's at 7 cents, and it seems to be immune to this bear market. Seems as though during the bear market, it was one of the only stocks that's been consistently climbing. And then it had a retraction, and now it's climbing again. Like, look at this chart, the way it's growing. It's just kind of climbing up, and up. So what will happen next? Will it go back down like it did previously? Because as you can see on this run here, over the last 7 days, it's about to hit the highest it's been in the last 7 days. So will it break that 7-day trend and go higher, or will it come back down like it did when it hit this trend? If you look at the chart over the month, you can see it's doing very well. And if you look at the chart over 3 months, you can see it's been a lot higher. It's been 17 cents on January 10th at the height of cryptos. So if Bitcoin does jump, you could expect that Verge will come up to at least these levels. If you think that Bitcoin could go back up to 20,000, for example, then you could expect that Verge would also jump up and probably go back up to around 20 cents. Or Verge may continue to grow regardless of Bitcoin. But most of the altcoins are trading very similar to what Bitcoin is trading. They have a very similar trend. They have a similar pattern. So you have to watch the Bitcoin trading pattern to understand all the other trading patterns, all the other coins, and how they are trading and their pattern of trading. Because you can see most cryptos are down today because Bitcoin is down. And it's the same thing with marijuana stocks. Marijuana stocks like Supreme Pharmaceuticals, you can see all the indicators are pointing down. This one indicator is kind of going sideways, but all these indicators are really pointing down, and surprise, surprise, fire is down 6.6%. So the indicators don't lie, and they've been showing downward pressure. So that's why I've been saying we are in a bear market of the marijuana stocks and of the cryptocurrencies right now. And you can see that even with Cannabis Growth Corp, you can see this one indicator is pointing up here, which is good, but the red indicator is down, the blue indicator is down, the green and blue here is down. So all the indicators are pointing down, and you can see they're down 4.91%. So the strength is pointing down. The MACD down here, you can see the red, it's down, it's selling, it's shorting, it's down. The yellow and the blue line are pointing down. So that is what is happening with Cannabis Growth Corp. And Cannabis Growth Corp is the marijuana cannabis stocks leader, and it is the biggest and the baddest. And when it's down, most of the others are going to be down. They're going to follow. If you're looking at a baddest bioceuticals, a lot of you are interested in this one because it's one of the lower priced cannabis stocks in the HMMJ ETF, and it's only at 16 cents, but you can see that all the indicators are pointing down. So do you really feel like pressure or rush to buy this right now? I don't know. That could be signaling that this is a buy. It also could mean that there's going to be more downward pressure, so it's going to go lower. So you have to be very careful when you're investing in these markets right now. I like to buy in the red, but I want to see some pressure up. I want to see this downward pressure turn into positive upward pressure. If we're not going to see positive upward pressure, this is Aurora Cannabis, why are you buying right now? You don't see any indication of it going up. You can see when it was at $2 in November, it was at $2, interesting enough, and then it exploded. By the end of November, it was at 7, and we're back to those levels. And then we saw it go as high as 15. And since then, all it's done is just had pressure down. All the lines are down. Look at all the lines. Yeah, we've had some pumps up, but the lines have been down. So this could go all the way back down to $2. It's possible. It could turn around and go back up to 15. It's kind of trading in the middle of its high highs and its low lows. If I mark it, actually, let's mark it. No, not magnet mode. Let's mark it. What do we want to use for Aurora Cannabis? I really like Aurora Cannabis, so we're going to use a dollar sign. So Aurora Cannabis. So funny thing is, it was at $2.49. Wow. On September the 1st. September the 1st, 2017, it was at $2.49. So we've seen it climb, obviously, as high as, it's been as high as around $15. So even as high as 16. So let's just say we mark it here, high. let's actually just see what is, yeah, it's probably about 15, 16. So let's just mark it up here. So let's see the line here. Draw a line from here to here. So you can see it's been as low as 249 in September. Then it jumps up in January 19th, and it's, you know, around $15. Now it comes back down to $7.62. So let's just mark this again. There we go. Let's put that a little lower. Can we put it a little lower? There we go. So it's pushing down. I think it's going to continue to go down. What is going to be the bottom? I don't know that. Only the market makers know that. They will determine the price of the market. They will tell you where they think it should trade. They control it. We do not. We just have to learn how to play the game within the game. Do I think it's going to go back down to $2? I don't think it's going to go back down to these low lows. And I don't think it's going to go back up to these high highs right away. I think it's going to sustain this downward trend throughout the summer. And I think it's going to turn around in the fall. That has been my prediction since the beginning. And that's kind of the way it has been going. I did sell at these high highs. The mistake I made is I re-entered, you know, because of my fear of missing out, too high, and now I'm stuck waiting for this downward trend to turn around. I don't think, based on these indicators, it's going to turn around right away. So that is my concern. So I'm going to wait before I buy anything else, but I am interested in lowering my cost and accumulating more of the best assets. But if you draw some of these lines here, you can see that, I mean, based on this, I think it's going lower. And yeah, we could see $6. These lines are just pointing straight down right now. So there's no strength buying this up. The shorters are winning this war. And like I said, they can take this all the way down. Do I think it's going to go back up? Absolutely. I think Aurora Cannabis is a monster. I think they have huge potential. But I don't like the way they're trading right now. It's a bloodbath. It's a bloodbath of epic proportions. So unfortunately, this is where we're at in the markets. In the crypto game, you can see Verge is doing well. You can see that their chart is going up. And that's why they're up 7% today. And we've been talking about Verge, but they're one of the only few that is going up in a market that has a lot of, yeah, there's some green today, but it's not, this is not the real market. There we go. There's the updated market. So there is some green, but not a lot. Ethereum is holding up. Tron is down 6%. Bitcoin is down 4%. NEO is up 3%. Now in the fourth spot on WorldCoin Index. Ripple is down 3%. Bitcoin Cash is down 2.8%. Litecoin is down 2.6%. EOS is down 2.4%. And you can see Verge in 11th spot is up 7%. So Verge is one of the ones in this market that doesn't have a lot of positive vibes right now in a bear market, essentially. Verge is one of the only ones that is having indicators pointing up. So definitely keep your eye on Verge. It's one of the few that I would definitely be accumulating right now. And I am accumulating Ripple, and I am accumulating Bitcoin, and I am accumulating Ethereum. So that is what I am accumulating right now. When I see red, I'm going to continuously accumulate those assets. Let me know what you think. What assets are you accumulating? This is my market analysis on April 9th, 2018. This is your boy Rich. What do you think about the markets today? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with my take on the markets? Do you believe that we are in a bear market?
Are you listening?
All right, this is your boy Rich looking at the markets, seeing a lot of red today, seeing a lot of indicators pointing down. I'm just telling you what I see. Let me know. Do you see what I see? The marijuana index is down 2.29% in the United States. Only down 1.3%, not much. But in Canada, almost 4%, 3.72%. And you can see the indicators We were as high as 1,000. Now we're at 594. We're almost 50% of the way down of our high highs. And you can see our low lows where we were only at 253 on the marijuana index. So we're 50% down from our high highs, but we still got another ways to go to see our low lows of just November. So we have to keep this in perspective. If you're drawing a line here, we're still way up. So there could be more room to go down. That's why I'm saying we're in a bear market, and I believe this will continue until the fall. That is my prediction. All right, everybody. This is your boy, Rich. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, smash the like button. Remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. We are not licensed advisors. Always do your own due diligence. Invest in things that you love, in assets that you research. Always do your own due diligence and invest in something because you love it, not because you heard it here on Rich TV Live. But my picks are pretty good. And I'm only looking for winners. This is your boy, Rich. Telling you, Verge could be a big winner. Keep your eye on it. We're watching it. The Rich TV Live community is watching it. One of the only winners in the top 10. And you heard it here first. This is your boy, Rich. And I'm out. Peace.